Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and welcome back to our third and final part of my analysis of the summer 2017 movies. First I did my top 5 best, then I did my top 5 most disappointing. My top 5 most disappointing, has some controversial picks. Yeah, a lot of you really didn't agree with me putting Guardians Volume 2 or Spider-Man Homecoming on there, so I do apologise for that, but that's just my honest opinion on those movies. Like I said, it's awesome if you love them, but for this video, I doubt there's any of you will disagree with these choices, because I picked very obvious choices for my top 5 worst summer 2017 movies. Now let's talk about all the shit that was released this summer by money-grabbing studios that don't give a fuck about making good movies. So this list will contain some epic rants. So without further ado, let's get to the top 5 worst movies of summer 2017. Coming in at number 5, we have The Mummy, and no, I'm not talking about the 1999 Brendan Fraser Mummy, which was actually good. I'm talking about the 2017 reboot, which was supposed to star the Dark Universe and failed. I originally said this movie was just mediocre, but thinking about it, the more I think about it, the more I hate it. So this is not just a mediocre movie, this is a lazy, messy reboot that's convoluted as shit. So there's no real story or focus here. It's just trying to set up a million other movies in the dark universe, because you know, we haven't got enough franchises or cinematic universes nowadays as it is, and the only bearable things in this movie were Tom Cruise as the lead role, and Sophia Boutella is really strong as the Mummy. Yes, it is fresh to see a female mummy in this franchise, but the almost the whole movie is exposition. It ignores the rule of filmmaking: show, don't tell. The lead girl has to be saved constantly. I thought we'd learnt from that, considering this movie came out the same weekend as Wonder Woman, which had perfect girl power. Russell Crowe was just here to exposition. They did nothing with him. The CGI sucked. It looked god awful. The pacing leaves a lot to be desired. Most of it bored the freaking crap out of me, and in an age of great reboots, this is a reboot that you won't remember at all after you've seen it. So avoid this reboot like the plague, and just watch the original Mummy trilogy, which was decent, well, aside from Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, of course. At number 4, Despicable Me 3. Oh, please forgive me, Despicable Me fans. I know there are people out there who like this movie, but I just didn't when I saw it. I have to agree with many people that this is the weakest Despicable Me movie yet. It's even worse than Minions, and Minions was meh at best. But this is just, I believe, a terrible third installment to this franchise. The premise is an idea that's been done to death, of Gru going off to find his long-lost twin brother. I couldn't give a flying monkeys about the plot, and Drew, his twin brother, he could have been a likeable character, but he's annoying. He's annoying as shit. So he's so obnoxious and irritating. Even the villain was a joke, and the subplots with one of the girls going off to find a unicorn. Why was that even there? What fucking purpose did that serve to the movie? And the Minions had fuck all to do. Well, at least the animation looked presentable, but the comedy was stupid. I barely laughed, and just this is a poor attempt to keep this franchise going. The first Despicable Me should have just been left on its own, because none of the sequels or spin-offs have lived up to it since. Number 3, coming in at number 3, another animated movie. Damn, this year has had some shitty animated movies. Oh, come on, animation studios, please try The Nut Job 2, Nasi by Nature. Is that a dumbass title or what? The original Nut Job was a terrible animated movie to begin with. Why the fuck did they make a sequel? No one asked for this, and at least it did kind of fix some of the flaws from the original film, like it made the main character a little more likable, but the rest of it, it's more of the same as the original film. The story is the most generic, formulaic, and fucking predictable story in an animated movie of an evil mayor wants to destroy the animals' woods to build a fair. I never got invested because I predicted what was going to happen the first 10 seconds. I never got invested because I predicted how this movie would end in the first 10 seconds of it. It's that bad. Even the animation is lazy and offers nothing new, and not only will the adults be bored as their freaking mind, but kids will be tired of seeing the same story they've seen in a million other movies. And the mayor's one of the most fucking terrible villains in an animated movie. He's a complete stereotype of animated villains that we've seen all before. Even the mayor's daughter was so annoying to watch. This is the most unnecessary animated sequel in a long fucking time. This shit should not have been released in theatres. This abomination should have gone straight to DVD where it belongs. Well guys, we've now made it to the top 2, and these next 2 movies, I can gladly say without exaggeration, are some of my least favourite movies of all time, in my opinion. At number 2, Transformers: The Last Night. Oh, sorry, The Last Fuck You. Fuck you, Michael Bay, and fuck this damn film. It had no reason to be made. The first Transformers is the only one I still really like, made a decade ago, and Dark of the Moon was alright, I guess, but Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction are some of the worst sequels ever made, and The Last Night makes even them look good in comparison. I predicted The Last Night was gonna suck, but I had no idea it would be this fucking terrible. This is a insult to movies. Everything in The Last Night drops the fucking ball. I was shocked how bad it was, and how much it left me hurt inside. It took every single fucking ounce of me to not leave the cinema, believe me. The story, I can't even think what the fuck the story of this piece of shit was supposed to be about. Michael Bay didn't try to be creative whatsoever. He just rehashed the first 4 all over again, and Optimus Prime turning evil in the trailers, which could have been an interesting turning point. They copped out. Michael Bay fucking copped out by only having Optimus Prime for a mere 20 minutes in a 2 fucking hour movie, and the whole reason why Optimus turns back to good, because he hears Bumblebee's voice for the first time. What the fuck was Michael Bay on when he was writing this? That is the perfect example of the shitty writing. That's this turd of a movie, and the whole twist with Michael with Mark Wahlberg being the last knight and Laura Haddock being the ancestor of Merlin. It came out of fucking nowhere, and yes, again, we don't need human characters in these movies. We want Transformers. Freaking Transformers, Michael Bay. Is that too much to ask? The effects are the worst in the series. The action is the worst in the series, and the direction by Michael Bay, you guessed it, is the shittiest direction in the whole franchise. Yes, just rest in peace, Transformers. Just let this franchise fucking die already. So The Last Knight is by far the worst Transformers movie ever made, and I am relieved it's the lowest grossing film in the series. At number 1, it's the motherfucking Emoji Movie. What else did you expect? I am never watching this fucking piece of shit ever again. The Emoji Movie is a new kind of bad in filmmaking. Sony should fucking close down forever for even coming up with this idea. I was left speechless by how bad this thing really was. I can't even call it a movie. It's a derived, dried up piece of shit that should be flushed down the toilets. It will give adults and kids, pure torture instead of joy, which is what animated movies should give families. My eyes were burning while I was looking at the screen. My God, it gave me a fucking headache and stomach pain. Every millisecond of this movie felt like an eternity was passing. That's how fucking boring it really was. I left the cinema 5 minutes before it was over. I couldn't fucking put up with another second of it, and everyone else got up and left the cinema before me, and while they were watching it, there was no laughter, there was no happiness. It was a terrible, lifeless atmosphere in there, and thankfully the girl who I helped out of the cinema is okay now, but I don't blame her for being upset. It was such a fucking traumatic experience. The pile of emoji shit that thinks it's a movie has no story. It's forcefully copying Inside Out, the Lego Movie, and Wreck-It Ralph all in one. There's no identity or nothing unique here. The premise is fucking atrocious. We're about emojis in a smartphone who aren't even characters. There is absolutely no heart, no effort here. I fucking despise every character, from Gene to High Five to Jailbreak to the piece of shit character called Poop Daddy, voiced by Patrick Stewart. The Emoji Movie is literally cancer. It is the epitome of shitty filmmaking 101. There aren't even any microscopic positives. I completely fucking regretted spending every penny I had on this shit. It still haunts me today by how much it sucks. If it weren't for 50 Shades Shittier coming out this year, this was earned the title of a worst movie of 2017. Before we conclude this list, I just wanted to give a special shout out to DAS Reviews, or Daz Reviews. He's a awesome dude. He does movie reviews like I. So if you're a movie fan, please check him out and sub to him, because he deserves way more subscribers. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. And what are your top 5 worst movies movies of summer 2017. Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Google+. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.